Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the No Sports Talk Show right here live via StreamYard, via YouTube, via Facebook Live, man. Look, we appreciate everybody jumping in, joining the podcast, joining the show, giving us a little bit of the time to talk some good, healthy sports talk, man. Right now, I'm in the booth with my main man, Miles T. He got the flag up this time and the orange on today. Didn't have it on last week. But now we back at it with the orange, man. What's up, Miles? What's going on, bro?
You stop hating. Stop hating. And at the end of the day,
I was trying to figure out what the orange was.
You need to worry about tomorrow, bro. That's what you need to worry about.
Hey, we good.
I'm just letting you know. I told you I had 3 losses coming this year, and tomorrow might be the second one. I thought one of us was going. I thought I was going to be the one of them, but yeah.
Woo!
You got a second one coming right there tomorrow, maybe.
No, sir.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
And I say now we're going into homecoming, representing the powder blue.
Yeah. Okay.
Pat Summit colors, representing Pat Summit. God rest her soul. So. But we are wearing our uniforms for Pat Summit this weekend. The Lady Vols. So
that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Well, look, y'all. We appreciate everybody jumping in. Hope y'all had a great week. No, it's Friday night, man. But as always, we appreciate the time to talk with y'all. Just to give y'all, latest updates on what's going on in the sports world. So. I want to jump into things, man, because we have some crazy stuff going on right now in the world of college football. Obviously, the first real rankings of the college football playoff have been released. But before we get to that, just wanted to talk about, another huge story that's going on. And if you haven't been following this is in regards to Michigan. So as we all, if you haven't been following this story, it's actually been going on for the last couple of weeks where Michigan's football program has been under investigation for a cheating scandal for sign stealing. So right now, currently, there's a lot that has been surfacing over the past couple of weeks in regards to this scandal. They had one of their analysts, Michigan, his name is Connor Stallions. So he has reportedly been fired as of tonight. He had recently been suspended, but the crazy thing about this, Miles, and everybody who's listening is over the past 3 years, the Michigan football program has reportedly been paying him to go to their opponents' games, and he's gone to 12 out of their 13 Big Ten opponents over the past 3 years to go get insight to what they were doing on the sidelines in regards to their signs, signals, signage, what that means, what that translates to on the field. So they get a leg up and get ahead of that.
So basically, they planned this and they still losing. Ain't won no national championship.
No. So they paid him to go do this stuff and then turn around and fired him, which is, I find it comical because that you're admitting guilt right there because he didn't go do it on his own. He didn't just willingly just go over there. And he was recently, not recently, but he was on the sidelines in Central Michigan, their home opener when they played against. Well, I don't know if it was a home opener, but it was an opening game against. It was Central Michigan opening game against Michigan State, and we all know that's an in-state rival for them. He was caught. Connor Stalions was actually caught on the sidelines with shades and Central Michigan apparel on, with one of like the sideline like visitor passes. So they don't even know.
So he was called as an imposter.
Yes, he dressed up. But nobody caught it. Nobody knew that was him. So the video resurfaced today. I got a chance to see that, and he just looked suspicious on the sidelines. He had shades on, just peeking over like this, just looked suspicious, bro. So right now, currently, man, just wanted to kind of get your thoughts on this and see, because no punishment has been handed down to Michigan as of yet. Recently, the athletic directors of the Big Ten, minus Michigan's athletic director, met with the Big Ten commissioner to express their concerns and their thoughts about the matter, and the reason, trying to get some understanding to why Michigan hasn't been punished, and pretty much pushing Tony Petitti, who's the Big Ten commissioner, trying to force his hand to lay down some punishment for this. So, Miles, hearing about kind of what's going on in that, with that, and knowing, the last few years Michigan has been in the college football playoff, with opportunity to go to the national championship and win one. What are your thoughts on this? And, do you feel like Michigan should be punished? If so, what do you feel like that punishment should be?
Now, first, as the punishment should be, I don't know, because I don't have all the information. But what you just told me just sounds ridiculous. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, literally, what we got to think about it. Let's put this all in perspective. And I've been watching this show called The Ballers. Have you ever seen a show called Ballers with The Rock?
No, I've never seen it.
Dude, you got to watch that series because it's all about college football, and The Rock is basically like a sports agent, and the people are they literally give you the inside scoop. You know what I mean? So, specific details, women, men, all that stuff that goes on. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, and he went head to head with the NCAA, which is in Indiana, which is in the Big Ten. That's what that is now. That's what the Indianapolis. That's where the NCAA resides. That's what they are. And what are they? Big Ten. You know what I mean? So, and that's Jim Harbaugh. Come on now. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna. I hate saying that because he's the one that got me at Western Kentucky. I'm not saying. But he recruited me out of high school. He did that. Really? So, yeah, he did. I went to Western Kentucky University, but it was because of Jim. I literally talked to Jim Harbaugh on the phone.
I didn't know that. I didn't know Harbaugh was the one that recruited you. That's dope.
Yeah. But he was just a recruiter then because he was working with his dad, Jack Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Western Kentucky at the time. I think it was 2000, 2001, something like that. But.
Man, that's dope.
But I literally talked to Jim Harbaugh on the phone, bro. So, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't know, but the punishment, you if you cheating to win and you still ain't winning, what?
Hey,
I don't know. I mean, that's just like us a couple years ago with Jeremy Pruitt when we said they giving hamburger, we give them McDonald's bags, and we still ain't win. We ain't only winning 7 games a season. I mean, what?
Yeah.
What are you doing it for? If you're gonna cheat, at least win. At least win the championship. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. If you go,
it's kind of like useless. I'm like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
So I mean, yeah, they definitely should be punished. But like I said, that's the Big Ten, and that's the NCAA out there. And if you watch that show called Ballers with The Rock, and bro, I promise you, watch it on Netflix, bro. You would love it. I'm telling you, BJ, you would love that show, bro. I watched all 5 seasons, bro. And they literally was like, The Rock was really like literally because a lot of it was on the thing saying that was it a true story? No, it wasn't, but it was just just a show. But at the same time, he fought the NCAA and he fought, because the NCAA is like literally in Indianapolis, so it's like Big Ten country. So, and that's what he went there and did all this and that and talked to him and he fought the NFL too. There was a guy like posing as Jerry Jones, the head of the Dallas Cowboys, to where they had a vote to where dude, I don't want to mess up the story, but I promise you, you gotta watch that, Ballers. I'm like, at the end of the day, though, what the question you asked, that it should be a punishment for sure, because Michigan is a historic program, and they should. I mean, you already know what you're doing, bro. When you sitting there, got people dressing up in other people's clothes, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. Stop. Yeah. And I
that's literally cheating.
Yeah, I 100% think that Michigan should be punished. I think that they should be disqualified from being able to participate in the college football playoff, to be honest with you. And some people may think that's harsh, but the reality of the matter is, look, you're cheating. I'm not saying that people don't do things to try to get an advantage, but when you take it and you're excessive with it, like you're going to practices, filming practices, you're going on the people's sidelines dressing up and posing.
Sunglasses on, you just hiding like
literally. You really doing it like that just to get an advantage on an opponent when you could just watch the film? Like, what are we even doing? You know what I'm saying? Like you said. So I don't think that they should.
I definitely don't have no respect for that. None
and it's not like you playing. Who are you playing? Who are you playing?
Exactly. You only got 3 teams in the Big. You got 4 teams in the Big Ten. That's it.
The only teams that y'all playing that you need to worry about every year, and barely look, it's Penn State, maybe. It depends on what kind of Penn State you're gonna get. And Ohio State, really, and that's really about it. I mean,
and Wisconsin, maybe.
Illinois gave them a scare last year, but other than that, it's 2, maybe 3 teams, and really the 2 is Penn State, Ohio State, and then the other one is whoever want to step up and play them, hard that year.
Yeah,
it's a wild card. So who are you trying? You trying to get film on Rutgers? You trying to cheat for Indiana? Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you playing that you feel like you need to do that, and that you don't feel like you're capable to win fair? So yeah, people may think that that's a harsh punishment, but I think that it's fair, because you got other schools out here that's they're not taking it and doing it like that. Not to my knowledge. I can't really say that. I don't know.
Exactly. We don't know what's going on nowadays. Yeah.
But because there's fact and there's proof behind it, and the fact that the Big Ten commissioner is not doing anything, that's just like, do you really want? And here's the thing. You already got Ohio State that would, that's number 1 right now. We'll get to that in the next topic. It's almost giving off that the vibe that the commissioner, he wants to have 2 Big Ten teams represented in the college football playoffs so bad that he's trying to let this thing drag out. And it's like, no, and Stephen A made this point, once it gets to national spotlight, the closer we get to this playoff, like, it's going to be an uproar if he doesn't make a move and makes a decision like, no, y'all cannot represent the Big Ten and be a part of that, because you cheated to get there. You cheated in a way that there's proof of the cheating. It's different. If you cheated, you didn't get caught. There's proof of it. It's video evidence. It's records. It's all kind of stuff. It's people coming out and saying, that they know, coaches and stuff like that, and all of that, bro. So, I think the commissioner, they did say that he's taking it more serious, and that I think in the next, probably after this weekend, maybe by next week, man, we'll know a little bit more, obviously. But he's working with the NCAA right now. But this is more of a Big Ten issue. This is not letting the NCAA handle this. This is, the Big Ten commission needs to handle this within their conference. That's who needs to to do this, because if you put it up to the NCAA, they're gonna drag this thing out until Kingdom Come, because they're gonna be like, oh, we need to get. They're gonna drag it all the way out. The NCAA, they're not professional investigators.
Yeah, exactly. So that like I said, that's Big Ten country right there. NCAA is Big Ten country.
They are not the FBI. They don't investigate. They're gonna bring in all these everybody else to do the investigate for. They don't investigate anything. So I mean, they were pretty sure they got like a legal team or something like that, but it'll drag itself out. But I'll end on this note before we go to the next thing. I thought it was so comical listening to Desmond Howard try to get on national TV and defend Michigan and saying that, oh, well, if it was any one of the other Big Ten coaches and it was their program, you would want it to drag the process to drag itself out. So why do they feel like they need to be punished right now? And of course you would say that, Des, because you went to Michigan. Of course you would say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a clown take to me. And I just think that that's comical to sit up there.
I definitely didn't hear that. I definitely didn't hear him say that. I didn't watch that. I had to work today, so
he said it this morning. He said this morning on Get Up.
Yeah, I had to get up. I had to go to work at 6 o'clock, so I didn't get to watch. Should be 7 o'clock. I didn't get to watch the talk shows today. I usually try to get at least 15, 20 minutes before. I usually don't have to be at work till 10, but I usually try to get some little, some undisputed and some, first take before I go into work, so. But at the end of the day, though, it is. I'm not surprised with it, because that's me and you. I mean, we've been doing this. We've been doing this for a long time. We always said they always try to keep the Big Ten competitive with the SEC, and it's. 100. But on the field, we always dominate. But at the same time, at the end of the day, they always keep the Big Ten. They always keep Ohio State. They always keep Michigan around there to play against the SEC at the end of the day.
It's going to be the same result every time.
Yeah.
The exception of last year, Ohio State could have, if Marvin Harrison didn't get hurt.
They did play good last year, but that was like one out of how many years? 10, 15 years? Come on, man.
Ohio State, they beat us, and that was like the first year of the playoff. And that was what 15? Something like that.
Yeah, that was the first year of the BCS.
Yeah, that, the college football playoff. So, but we'll see what happens, man. But moving on, man, since staying with college football, because we know, like I said before, the new rankings have come out, and these are the official rankings, people. This is not the AP poll. This is not, your poll, my poll. This is the College Football Playoff Committee's poll. And these are the real rankings going forward from now until the college football playoffs. So each and every week, I know we've been used to getting the AP poll rankings released on Sunday around 2 p.m. Eastern. But now going forward, just to let everybody know, from this point on, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern is when they're going to reveal the rankings. If you haven't been used to this, over the past years that they've had the college football playoff. Now it's transitioning to every Tuesday, 7 p.m. We'll get a chance to get the new rankings revealed. So currently, just to go through right now the top 10. So you got Ohio State. It actually is the new number 1 team, which, Miles, I tried to tell you, bro. I
don't understand it.
I knew what they were gonna do, bro. I tried to tell you this last week. So they put Ohio State at 1, Georgia moved down to 2, Michigan at 3, Florida State is 4, Washington 5, Oregon 6, Texas is 7, Alabama's 8, Oklahoma's 9, and Ole Miss is 10. And Tennessee, y'all 17. So I'm not gonna skip over y'all. So y'all in the top 25 as well. No, I'm not even trying to be.
Why you trying to be funny, bro?
I ain't want to skip over Tennessee. I'm just saying. I wouldn't even. I honestly was not trying to be funny that time. I promise you, I wasn't.
It don't matter. We're gonna win this weekend. It don't matter. We're gonna win.
Y'all in the top 25, so I was just gonna mention you and Tennessee.
Okay. I
gotta mention my boy. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to do you a favor, bro. I wasn't gonna bring. I know we in the 10. I wasn't gonna leave you out like that. I love you, dog.
Well, y'all can be in 10 after this week, so don't worry about it.
Hey, listen. Hey, we don't need all the animosity. I was just trying to tell you, we're in the top 25. That's it. I ain't know.
Don't y'all play LSU this weekend?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. Huge game.
You got a home game now. I give you that. You got the home field advantage, but
well, thank God, because last year, yeah, I hate playing in Baton Rouge. I can't stand
it at night, especially at night. Yeah, it's not a good place.
It's always something, bro. I'm telling you. But what are your thoughts, man, on the new rankings? How you feeling? Obviously, I know you got a surprise there that you want to expand on, but yeah, what's your thoughts on it, man?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think no team's gonna be undefeated. I don't think no team's gonna be undefeated. 1 through 10, I don't care if it's just 1 loss or 2 losses, whatever. I think eventually everybody's gonna lose at least once, and I think it's gonna open it wide open. You know what I mean? It's because we still got what 4 or 5 weeks left. I really do think that it's gonna bust wide. Ohio State might have a chance, and that's just 1 team though. The other 3, I think it could be 3 or 1 or 2 loss team, or a couple of two loss teams in there. If we went out, I think we could do it. I mean, if we beat Georgia, we need Georgia to lose another game, and they got Missouri this weekend, and that's my upset of the week, literally.
Oh, are you jumping? Okay.
That's my upset of the week. Missouri over Georgia, because I literally think Georgia they're not who they're not who everybody's making them out to be offensively. Now defensively, I think this Kirby Smart's just a defensive guru, and I think he's going to do his thing on defense no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But offensively, I think they could be held. You know what I'm saying? Missouri played them close last year. If you think about it, was it at Georgia last year, or it was at Missouri?
They actually should have lost that game, and that's when the Georgia had the most generational defense of all ever. But Missouri pushed them, and they should have won that game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they literally did. I mean, they was balling, bro. I watched that game the second half, and they was like, I said Missouri might pull this off, but no, it didn't. I think they won.
Georgia was
I think they only ended up winning by 2 points, like 29-27 or something like that. It was very close.
Well, no, Georgia didn't have any points for the longest. They didn't even have a touchdown for the longest in that game.
Yeah. So I agree with it. You know, I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
it's still too early right now. So Alabama, literally that game is going to mean a whole lot. Alabama, and then Missouri and Georgia is going to be. And this is what I'm going back to. All at the end of the day, it's all about the SEC, bro. They don't really realize. People don't really realize this. It's about the SEC.
They realize it. They don't want to acknowledge. They know it. They realize it.
Because we're gonna have 2 or 3 teams in there, maybe 2. You know what I mean?
Talk about the Pac-12. They're gonna knock each other out. They're gonna knock each other
out. Now the Pac-12 was nice. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's consistently been the best conference this year. I ain't gonna lie to you. What I'm gonna say the best conference, the most exciting conference with Deion, with Washington, with Oregon.
A lot of teams that are competing now. They got better. So, but there's still no defense.
It's definitely no defense still. No.
You see USC.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. They done lost 3 or 4 times already, ain't they?
I want to say they've lost.
I think they lost 3. Did they win last week? I know they was losing at one time.
They won last week.
So they were like 5-3 or 4-3 or something.
They've lost 2 games. They're 7-2.
Damn, they 7-2. Okay.
Yeah, they're number 20 in the country.
So they things like, hey, I don't mind that in the bowl game. USC versus Tennessee. I have it. Yep. Yep.
Hey, that'll be wild. Y'all might, yeah, that'll
But
be.
at the end of the day, though, man, it's really going to follow. But I don't think nobody's going to go undefeated. I don't.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
think everybody's going to have at least one loss. The Final Four is going to have everybody going to have at least one loss. Yeah.
I could see that. I could see that because I do think that I think Ohio State could get Michigan this time with them being distracted. But that's the only team that's the only way I see Michigan losing that game really is if they're just if it has to be a distraction. You know, something has to.
The only thing, and that's what I'm saying. Like they might be the only team that can go undefeated because they're scheduled. And Georgia too, though. Now Georgia got a weak schedule too, but they do got Michigan and.
But their back half of the schedule is Missouri.
It's Ole Miss, Michigan,
it's Missouri, it's Ole Miss, and it's y'all.
Not Michigan. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I said Missouri. Missouri, Ole Miss, and then us. 3 games back to back to back.
I don't think that they're gonna escape all 3 of those games.
No, I think I can see them losing at least one of those. Yeah,
at least one of them. I'm not gonna.
And
say
us at home, we're dangerous at home now. We almost like LSU at home now because we're like 14, 15 and 0 the last 15 games at home. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I mean, that's really what when it comes to Georgia, a lot of people had a problem with them being put number 2. Like that was just like so disrespectful. I mean, I get it. They're back-to-back champions, but like they haven't played anybody, that's worth being like, oh my God, like, they're champions and stuff like that. They won back-to-back, but just because they did that doesn't mean that they can't be ranked lower than 1. I'm not saying, do I think Ohio State is better than them? I'm not saying that. But I'm also saying that when you got a team,
they both questionable to me. I wouldn't even know what to pick right there.
Ohio State didn't look like the number 1 team, but the reason why they up there, like I was telling you last week, because I knew that the committee was going to do this because they have 2 top 10 wins. That's they have the more, they have 2 top 10 wins. Georgia only has 1 top 25 win against a Kentucky team that I don't even believe is ranked right now, which they're not. So
we beat them last week. Yeah,
they don't even have a top 25. I mean, technically they were number 20 when they beat them, but
they was ranked when we beat them too, though. They was like 23 when we beat them too last week. So right. 21, 22.
So and y'all knocked them out of the rankings. So I'm just saying that last week everybody was like, "Oh my God, they just dominated Florida without Brock Bowers." It's Florida, bro. It's Florida. What do you?
Florida ain't had an offense since Steve Spurrier left, bro.
Why is that impressive? Like, why is that impressive that you're running over a team that's inferior? You know what I mean? Why is that impressive? That's not impressive. You should be doing that. I mean, they ran down the field on the first drive and scored a touchdown on them. But other than that, like, that doesn't surprise me that Georgia blew Florida out. It's been that way for the past 5 years. So no, I'm not impressed with that.
You know what's impressive about it? Like you said, the media and all that. It's because it's in Jacksonville, Florida, and they think Florida got the home field advantage. No,
that game ain't been good since Tim Tebow played in it.
Exactly.
In the early 2000s. So, 2000, like 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that whole well, I want to say like 2007 to 2009. That era, that around that those years. That game hasn't been good like that. And you've had you've had a few here and there. After Tebow left, you had some good ones here and there. But that game is not exciting like that no more.
No, it's not. It's definitely
not like they hype it up to be. So no, I'm not impressed with that. It's a solid win. Yes. Did they look good without Bowers? Yes, but you're not playing nobody that's really challenging you like that. I mean, Missouri is a team that's gonna challenge you. So they can beat them. Okay, cool. That's a solid win. They beat Ole Miss. All right, you can't argue that because Ole Miss puts up points. Missouri puts up points. Like you talking about two high-powered offenses. Now
Yeah.
defensively, Ole Miss is terrible. I'm not saying that they
Yeah,
can't.
they are, and Missouri ain't the best defensively, but at the same time, they can score though. They can score.
But the only thing that really got Missouri was screwed them up is because Jaden Daniels was scrambling and he's so fast. Carson Beck is one that's standing in the pocket and he could throw it, but we'll see because I don't think they're not going to have Brock Bowers again for this game. So we'll see what happens. You know, if that's going to affect them against a team that can actually score some points. Because now, if you're going to get into a situation where now you're trying to trade touchdowns, I'm just interested to see how that plays out. But other than that, I don't have a problem with them putting Michigan down at 3 because they don't have any top 25 wins. They haven't played anybody. Their strength of schedule is the worst out of everybody in the top 4. Georgia's strength of schedule is low too, but
number 4 is
Florida State. I like Florida State. You know, I don't have a problem with
that. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the most solid, complete team I've seen. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
offense and defense. Now, Travis, what's his name? Travis Young. What's his name? The quarterback. He's a little inconsistent. Sometimes. He might not come alive to the second half. You like, dude, you can't score number 10 points in the first half, but you done had 4. You done threw 4 touchdown passes in the second half. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. So with that, you never know what Florida State gonna give you. But for offense and defense, both sides of the ball, that's the most complete team I've seen.
Yeah, but they still got 2. They got 2 big ones. They still got Miami at home. Miami has to come to Florida State, and then they got to go to Florida on the road. Last game of the season.
I don't think Florida. I think they got enough defense to handle Florida. I'm not really worried about Florida. Yeah.
The only thing is playing in the swamp, they play differently because they played y'all like you would have thought it was them in 08 out there.
Yeah, they ain't gonna lie to you. With kids and stuff like it is with young men, they definitely, their home field advantage does help. It does.
Because Florida State struggled on the road against Boston College, and they had home. They struggled on the road against Clemson. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you never know what happens. So, I definitely want to pay attention to both.
So we got to think about them. They only 19, 20 years old, so they hyped up for that. They had fun the night before, ready for the game. You know what I mean? Especially Florida State. Come on, man. You crunked up for that. You know what I mean? So
for sure,
you never know what you're gonna get out of that with young men. Yeah, you just never know. That 4-3 guy that ain't been running the 4-3 on the field gonna run a 4-3 that day. You be like, oh Lord, you like, where did this dude come from? Oh my God, yeah. So things like that happen on home games and especially rivalries, in-state rivalries. Oh my God, that's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely up for grabs. Yeah.
Exactly. And then Michigan, not Michigan, but Washington.
I like that quarterback. I think he's the Heisman front runner right now.
Yeah,
he's definitely the Heisman front runner.
Yeah, I think that he definitely has a great opportunity to win it. So yeah, I also think that with Washington, they haven't looked really good the past few weeks. I mean, Stanford put up a lot of points on them last week. Before that, Arizona State, they struggled with them at home. So and then they got to go on the road to play USC this weekend. Interested to see how that turns out. But
I definitely don't understand. I don't know about their defense yet. I haven't really watched the whole Washington game.
Their defense is not that good, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know if it's a championship defense. Yeah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They gave up 33 points to Stanford.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Let's talk NBA, man. The NBA, the in-season tournament is going on right now. We don't have to spend a whole lot of time on this. I know we chopped it up about this a little bit offline. How you feeling about this, man? Like, is it even worth it? So, like right now, my mom told me not to leave you out of the top 25. But uh the Vols.
How you doing, Miss Johnson?
But yeah, so the way the tournament is going, they're doing this in-season tournament, y'all, and every Friday from now until like December the 9th or whatever, they're going to be doing the tournament games are being played on Friday, and after Friday throughout the week, you're playing your regular season games. Now these games do still count, I believe. I believe they still count, towards your overall record, obviously, but they're considered the Friday games are playoff games now until December. And then they're gonna have they're doing it in groups. And then I think it's like A, B, C, and D, something like that. And then they'll have a champion at the end. How you feeling about this, Miles? I mean, is this even worth it? Does it even make sense? I mean, what are your thoughts
I ain't
on
gonna
this?
lie to you. I don't think it makes pretty. I don't think it makes sense a little bit, but
Mm-mm.
it can be entertaining. It can be because I always say with NBA anyway. I don't really think they start playing hard till playoff time,
Yeah.
really, because of 82 games a season. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this can help the younger players and help the viewers watch that they're gonna try. Just like Draymond Green said, I think we talked about this earlier. As long as there's a trophy
Yeah.
being held up at the end of the tournament, I mean, we're gonna play for something. You know what I mean? It's not just saying you won the end season tournament and ain't no trophy, no nothing.
Exactly.
They actually gonna have a trophy. So, and that I agree with that. Other than that, I I don't understand it, but I'm just saying I just think it's for the fans. I think they're literally trying to do the fan thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But see, even if I don't even for me it's pointless. I mean, the in season tournament is pointless. We're like 5 games in, 6 games in, they want to throw a tournament. Like I don't that just it just is the placement of it just doesn't make any sense. And I get them trying to be innovative and they're trying to do some new things, but it's pointless. I mean, they could do this later on in the
Not
season.
yeah. That I do agree with you on that. They could do it later on in the season, not after the first 5 games. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm like,
three.
what? I'm like, why are we doing this the first 5 games? Like this makes zero sense. But it is what it is. But I did see that they're going back to the East and the West for the All-Star game now, as opposed to like having LeBron and Giannis pick. But
Yeah, I got tired of that because they were doing that the last 3-4 years, bro.
that was
I'm
getting
like,
boring. So I'm like, just go back to the regular way, man. Like Jesus. but
yeah.
but yeah, I don't see the point in
I don't
this.
mind the show though. I don't mind them being on there with Charles Barkley and
Oh
Kenny
yeah,
Smith, and that's fun. That's kind of entertaining a little bit, but
yeah, for sure.
uh, you at the end of the day, get to like players that's not LeBron and Giannis the last 5 years. Come on now.
Oh,
We already know they're the best two players in the league, probably pretty much, but it gets boring a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
exactly. Because
And
they
that's why I think they're bringing in like the playoff, trying to make it up, the end season tournament, all that kind of. I think they're just trying to, just change things up a little bit. I think they
yeah,
are.
and I get it, but we ain't even a third of the way through the
At the
season.
end of the day, it might not look right or sound right, but at the same time, I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah, all they gonna do is just see what the ratings are like.
Exactly. They might not even do it next year because if we don't get that many,
That's all they're doing is seeing what the viewership is, and they testing it out. It's a little pilot. See what they got. See what's gonna happen. So, but yeah, um, but yeah. After that, man. Oh, hold on. There's another update. I just wanted to give this quick update and then we'll go to the thing. So it said So for the Michigan football, it said that so the school released a statement saying that the Connor Stallions, the guy, he resigned his position. So they're trying to say they didn't fire him, he resigned. So he quit. So which is actually going to be bad for them because he's just going to come out and tell everything. So so because they suspended him, so he was like, you know what, I'm out of here. Y'all told me to go do it, but doesn't mean it was right.
That exactly. At the end of the day, he's gonna tell everything. Yeah, it might even be a year or two from now, but he's gonna tell it. Yeah.
Oh no, he gonna sing this year for sure. He getting in the booth and he gonna sing. Like
I wouldn't doubt it.
Because if he don't, then hey, look, it's either that or you face repercussions. But want to move to the NFL before we make our picks for college football at the end. But just wanted to bring this up that Tyreek Hill is actually going to be playing against the Chiefs this weekend in Germany. I hate that game is so early in the morning, but they're going to be playing. This is his first
time. What time is it?
At 9:30.
Sunday? Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to miss.
Well, I am too good. Yeah.
Because I'll be on the road coming back. But yeah, he's gonna play. He's gonna be playing against the Chiefs for the first time since he was traded to Miami. So, just curious, Mosley, how do you think that Tyreek is gonna perform? He did come out and say that he said, look, the Chiefs, they're gonna get this work. I don't know if you saw that, but he said they're gonna get this work. So do you feel like, Tyreek, with the way he's performed so far and the numbers that he's put up, he's like one of the fastest to get to 1,000 yards in 8 games. And he's had his most productive his most productive numbers as a receiver in the first 25 games with Miami than he did in any 25 game span that he had in Kansas City. So, but we also know that he has won a Super Bowl in Kansas City. He's played in 2 Super Bowls. So, what are your thoughts about that? And, how do you think that he's going to perform against his former team on Sunday?
Just me personally, I'm not sitting there talking like I literally since 6 years old, 7, since my knee pads been down to my shins, I've been playing football. So
yeah,
I know I've been playing football since at least all the way up to high school, went to college, and everything. But at the same time, I know he's going to take this personal. Yeah. He's going to take it personal. And I think he's really going to want to show up.
Yeah.
And want to show out. Yeah. I definitely think he's going to do that. And, but you never know with Patrick Mahomes and, Kelsey and all that, that's one team that's kind of like a team that you can't, that's not a team you want to bet against. You know what I mean? So it's Kansas City. You know what I mean? I'm not a gambler anyway, but I'm just saying that's one team I'm not going to gamble against is Kansas City. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put $2,000 on the line. Kansas City going to lose. No, I'm not doing that.
So. I never do that.
Exactly. So I'm just saying, like, I do think Tyreek Hill is going to show up, though. I really do. And Waddle, your boy is very impressive. Tua Longa, what's his name? Tua,
man. You know his name, man. Tua, man.
Whatever. Tua.
That's tea time. You better get that right now.
I got to give it to him. He's that dude. He's that dude. He's acting like that dude. He's undersized a little bit, 6 foot, left-handed, but it don't mean nothing. He's still when you got weapons like what he got is he's really going back to the old school. Speed kills. That's what we used to, when I was growing up. That's what killed. That was what was hot back then. Speed. And that's what they got. They run Tyreek Hill running the 4.2, Eric Waddle running the 4.3. And you got an accurate quarterback that's a lefty that's doing it. I'm just saying that's literally been the MO of college football, NFL over the years. I mean, when you got so much speed like that, what are you gonna do? And then you got a decent defense. I mean, what?
He's taking 3-step drops and letting it go.
Yeah, gone. Exactly. He's hitting them in stride, bro. It be like they ain't missing a step. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of these quarterbacks like in the college. I'm like, dude, you should have threw that 2 seconds earlier. That was a touchdown. You know what I mean? You'll see it. But you gotta wait for it, and then you give time for the defense to catch up with you. You know.
And that's what separates the quarterbacks that are great, because I'm not saying you can't develop this, but on the college level, a lot of times you find where the quarterbacks, they got to see the person open instead of throwing them open or anticipating it in the window, and that's what the NFL is about, throwing it. But you got to throw the ball before their head is even turned around. Like
exactly, dude, I was there. You missed that pass. I was there, bro.
Throws that you got to make on the NFL level is literally like you have to anticipate it. You got to put it in spots. Like, it's not wait till they turn around and now they sitting there open. You got to throw it before they even come out of their break. Like, that is what separates a lot of guys coming into the league, and then you can learn and develop that. But some you can't. It's hard to teach that if you haven't been doing it, because your mind is so trained.
I got a prime example. Your boy, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen
Hurts. He developed that since he's been in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I think Jalen, when he
already had his mind on straight. He already had the want to and the and the desire, but he had to learn it a little bit. You know what I mean? So
he was so used to. I mean, for a while,
because he got too much talent around him at Alabama when he was there. You know what I mean? They just winning so easily.
Same thing with Tua, bro. Like, you had Ruggs, Waddle, and Mechie, bro. The dudes were wide open, doggone near every play. So, that's hard. But yeah, I think I expect Tyreek Hill to turn up on the Chiefs, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I expect him to have over 100 yards receiving, at least two.
You're gonna say a couple of these all day. That peace sign right there. You're gonna be like, yeah.
Hey, Tyreek Hill might have a field. He might go for four touchdowns. He might get out there and act a fool. He's like, oh, y'all traded me. Y'all didn't want to pay me. Oh, look, that boy might have 300 receiving yards on Sunday. Look,
he's definitely going. I think he's definitely going out to ball out. Yeah, he's gonna ball out.
I pray for whoever's lined up against him, because it's gonna be barbecue chicken. The whole. I don't know what they serve up there in Germany, but whatever is top shelf up there, that's what it's gonna be on the menu. Listen, I don't know what the dish, what the signature dish is, but they serving that on the platter. That's
definitely true.
Ain't nobody on that Chiefs. It ain't nobody on that team that can keep up with him.
Not no cornerbacks or safeties, no.
And they just
unless they get a pass rush. Other than that, no. I don't see. No.
And they just let Denver beat up on them. Not beat up on them, but they did get them.
You might as well say it.
Yeah, might as well, because they
wasn't that their only second win of the season, Denver?
I want to say it was their
probably second or third win. They ain't won too many games now.
It was definitely like 2 or 3, but I think it had to have been their second win. Let me see. But yeah, I expect him to do work. It was the Broncos' third win. So it was their third win. But last but not least, man, before we get out of here, gotta make our picks, man. Gotta make our picks. So gonna give you some games, probably about 5 or 6 games, man. We'll make our picks there. Just kind of want to do these in order. You got, first and foremost, you got number 23 Kansas State going on the road to play number 7 Texas. Who you picking in this?
Kansas State has always been a little sleeper team, always throughout the history of college football. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So who you got?
I'm definitely gonna go with Texas, but Kansas State ain't gonna make it easy for them. I definitely see that.
I got Kansas State with the upset.
You got Kansas State with the upset.
Because Texas is gonna be without Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers, he's hurt, so he's out.
Yeah, that quarterback looked good last week, though.
Now, that dude is a beast. I'm not gonna lie to you. That boy right there is a monster. He like 6'5". Like he a monster. But still, that was BYU. I want to see him up against like a Kansas State. I feel like that's a solid quality opponent
at Kansas State too.
It said Texas actually.
Oh well, yeah, I'm going with Texas then. Sure.
I think that's a quality opponent, you know what I mean, in the Big 12. So they won a Big 12 championship last year. So yeah, I'm picking Kansas State with the upset. It'll be close, but I got Kansas.
I definitely think it's gonna be close. Yeah.
Yeah, I got Kansas State. I just don't think, without Ewers, I don't know how they were pretty solid last week, but like I said, that was against BYU. So yeah. Next, man, we got the Missouri number 12 Missouri going to number 2 Georgia, man. So what you got, bro?
That's my upset of the week. That's mine. Yeah. It's kind of wishful thinking because I need Georgia to lose once and then we play them and then it'll be 2 losses and we can have a tiebreaker. Yeah, so that's kind of wishful thinking a little bit, but at the same time, I think Missouri does have enough talent to go into Georgia and Athens to win, though. I think they do have enough talent. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna do some reverse jinxing. I'm gonna pick Georgia. So we're gonna see what happens.
I knew you was. I mean,
but I'm gonna pick them. And we're gonna see what happens when I actually pick them. Look, we're gonna see what happens when I actually pick Georgia. So I'm gonna go with them. I mean, they're at home. I do think Missouri is gonna push them though. So
I definitely give them the. I mean, I want Missouri to win, like I was saying, but that home field advantage will kind of help Georgia. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think
that's going to be the key. Yeah.
It just depends on what how they come out. What's the tempo? And I mean, not just how they come out, but how they.
I haven't seen nothing explosive from him or nothing, dude. I have that. I mean, I know the dude. What number 84? What's his name?
McConkey.
Yeah, I mean, he's really the only receiver I've been seeing. I'm like, dude. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
This all you got? You number 1 team in the country?
They got 2 guys, and then they got their running game, and that's really all they. Is McConkey, is Bowers, and without Bowers, I mean they got pretty.
Yeah, they ain't got Bowers right now. So
yeah, so I think that it's a great opportunity for Missouri. I think that don't get me wrong, Missouri is very capable of winning this game, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I'm just gonna go with Georgia because it's they're at home, and then I'm gonna see if that it's like a reverse little jinx on them. So we gonna test this. We gonna test this theory out, Miles. We gonna test it out, bro.
Yeah, hopefully. I need it.
But secretly, it's Go Mizzou. Y'all ain't hear that. So next we got Oklahoma, number 9 Oklahoma going to number 22 Oklahoma State. What you think about that one?
Oklahoma. I'm not a Big 12 fan. I don't really watch them because they don't.
Yeah.
I can say I don't watch them, but I'm just saying that neither one of them gonna play defense. So I'm just like, at the end of the day, where they play, I go with the home team. Well, who's that?
I'm picking Oklahoma State as well.
Yeah, I will go with Oklahoma State just because of the home team. Yeah.
Okay. Next, well, Texas A&M at Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss will get them. Yeah.
Yeah, I get the whole team on that one too. But Texas A&M is decent. They're decent.
They're a solid team. I mean, it's a solid opponent. I would say that. And
yeah, but I
ain't got the best defense. So
It says Colorado going with new play caller, huh? I'm sitting there looking. What? I'm sitting there looking at this. I'm sorry, but
You good?
that's the dude that came from Kent State. The offensive coordinator said Colorado going with new play caller. ESPN, NCAA football. You know, so
yeah,
that's an update. Yeah. So they're going away from that dude that came from Kent State.
yeah. We got two
But,
more. So
yeah, go ahead.
number 5 Washington at number 20 USC.
I'm going with Washington on that. Yeah.
Hey man,
I think he just focused. I think this is a year that Pac-12 was going to have, because they, like I said, I ain't gonna lie to you, up and down, they've been the most solid conference, 1 through like 10 or 12 teams that's been solid. So I think Washington is the best team in the Big 12, and I really do think they're gonna win out. Yeah. And they got the Heisman Trophy winner. I'm
picking USC. USC
and
has
playing at USC.
Yes, USC does not have a defense, but Washington doesn't have a defense either. But the last couple of weeks, I've been watching Washington. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. Struggled against Stanford. You know, let Stanford hang up 33 points on them, and could have very well lost that game. Then you got they played Arizona State the week before that. Struggled against them at home, could have very well lost that game as well. So, you know, I just think that eventually, like, they're not gonna keep squeezing by these wins. I mean, these games struggling like that. And then you got a USC team, Caleb Williams. He's gonna continue to keep taking shot after shot after shot on the field. And I don't really trust this. The Washington defense as much, but I do like Penix. So, you know, I feel like it's gonna shoot out, but I think I'm just gonna go with USC at home because they have like that home field advantage. And last but not least, we got number 14 LSU coming to Tuscaloosa to play Alabama. I will be down there in Tuscaloosa tomorrow, leaving tomorrow morning to head on the road to go back to my school. Who you got in this game, Miles?
Well, you know, I got LSU with the upset.
Of course you do.
Yeah, because I'm definitely an Alabama hater this year because y'all.
You just picking them because you're salty.
Yeah, I'm definitely salty because we dogged you, bro. We should have blew you out, bro.
Who dogged who?
We dogged y'all, bro.
That ain't what the score say.
You know, no, the score didn't say that, but all I'm saying is we dogged you, bro. We beat y'all the whole game.
No,
we was the better team that day, but at the end of the day, y'all had the most.
The first half, y'all were the better team. Y'all didn't score a point in the second half. So the first half, y'all were the better team.
But I think that was some stupid play calling too. But I'm gonna leave that alone.
Hey man, listen. You gotta take that up with Rocky.
I got LSU.
That's fine. They don't wear orange, by the way. You know?
It don't matter. I got LSU. JT Daniels, let's go, baby.
Hey, scream it to the heavens. Do it. Scream it as loud as you can scream it. Hey, I'm going with Alabama, man. Look, I know LSU has a high power offense. They got number 1 offense in the SEC. And I know Jaden Daniels, he obviously got us last year, but it was a close game. But LSU does not have a really good defense. I think that we'll have an opportunity to be able to take advantage of that. And I think I do trust our defense. I don't think that they'll allow plays will be made. Obviously, plays will be made, but I don't think that they will not be unable to adjust. I think that we'll find a way to adjust to what they're doing, and we'll be able to contain it and make plays when we need to make plays. And I think that we'll come out of this thing with the win, man, and keep this thing rolling. Because all we need is we win this game and Ole Miss loses. That's the SEC West for us. I mean, really, if we win this game, we won the SEC West, to be honest with you, because we've already got a win over Ole Miss. So, LS who? Look,
LSU.
roll
Yeah.
tide. Roll tide. We going
LSU.
roll
Yeah.
tide, man. We going Bama. You know, it's business, Miles. It's business. We going Bama.
It is. But we breathing down your neck, bro.
Who?
All we
Who
got to do, Tennessee. You might have to see us again in the SEC championship. You might have to.
worried. I'm not worried.
Okay. Well, we there. We're not
Y'all
done. That's like I said. All we got to do is that Georgia got to lose one of these last 3 games, and then we got to handle them at home. We right there.
Yeah.
Because we know Florida going to lose again. Florida going to lose again because they still got to play Missouri.
Florida don't matter. What it is at the top is Georgia, Missouri, and that's at the top of the
and I think we play Missouri. I think we got to play Missouri too. Yeah.
Do y'all play Missouri?
Yeah, we play Missouri, I think. Yeah.
Yes, y'all play them next week.
Yeah, so I'm saying we can handle. We still got control of our own destiny, bro.
I mean, y'all y'all the 4th in the East right now, so you need some stuff to happen. So we'll see.
Yeah, we need Georgia to lose at least once. Missouri to beat them.
You need them to lose, one time before they play y'all for sure.
Yeah, and then if we beat them head to head, then we'll have the head thing.
You really need
now. All we got to do is beat Missouri. Now, Missouri, how many losses they got? Do they got one loss in the SEC?
They got one loss.
And that's who was that again?
LSU.
Okay, so they got a loss already too. So we had a tiebreaker over them too. Okay,
they just don't have a loss in the East. So
it don't matter. The SEC, it don't matter. It's the West or the East. It still counts as the SEC. So
yeah.
So as long as we beat both of them head to head, we still control our own destiny, bro. And don't let that time. Don't let it happen again, bro. Don't let it happen again, bro. Don't let it happen again. I'm looking at you eye to eye right now. Don't let it happen again. Don't see us on the field again.
Miles,
I'm telling you, it's gonna be ugly.
You right, it is gonna be ugly. Yeah, squirrel and all that.
Yeah, squirrel white. Yeah.
He'll be folded. He'll be folded. Yeah.
He was killing you though. He was killing you.
What happened in the 3rd and 4th quarter? Where was he at?
The referees.
No, I know referees. He was out there.
They sitting there calling my man for. We was 3rd and 4, about to make our kick a field goal. He go like this, and y'all making calling delay a game and stuff. What? This ain't basketball. What is this? You doing all? Yeah, it was about 3 or 4 calls like that, bro. That was questionable.
What about
that? Why I sent you that? That's why I sent you that meme with Nick Saban giving them the referees money. Appreciate it.
And you know that didn't happen.
Okay.
This the only.
It helped you.
No, we good.
It helped you a little bit.
This is what you need to be worried about. This is how you was looking right there. You see that right there? Y'all see that right there?
Who's that?
That's how you was looking at. That's one of y'all fans at the stadium. He's looking perplexed. He didn't know what was going on. He drank too much before the game. He was talking too much trash, and then the second half, it was like, dang.
Yeah, like we was looking good that first half, but we should have had y'all like 35-7, bro. We was down there. We was killing y'all, bro. We was down in the red zone like all the time, bro. And we just couldn't capitalize. We was getting field goals instead of touchdowns. Really? Okay, well, you put them on tomorrow night. I'm gonna call you. You put them on tomorrow night, bro. You put them on tomorrow night. You ain't got it.
Yeah.
And you don't believe in it yourself. You don't.
Oh no, if anybody believe, I believe. I
believe you believe because you went there, but other than that, you got question marks, bro.
Anytime Bama take the field, I believe in my team. You know that. Anytime.
You don't have no question marks at all tomorrow?
No, I'm good. We good.
Okay.
We good. Obviously, like I said, LSU's gonna make their plays, but we'll be good. They'll make some plays, but we'll adjust.
Yeah, definitely adjusted against us. Definitely.
Yeah, we say we look second half. We turn it up a notch. That's what we do. So hey,
I don't know about all that, but I'm just saying
it's true. Did it against Ole Miss. Did it against A&M. Did it against y'all. Do I need to keep going? Is that enough proof for you?
That's enough right now. We'll see tomorrow.
All right, I was just checking.
It's enough right now, but we'll see tomorrow.
You see this tomorrow?
And we'll see again in Atlanta if Tennessee wins out, and we gonna meet you again. Cause we was a problem. We was a problem, bro. That first half, we was a problem. Nick Saban's over there shaking his head, scratching his head, and he didn't know what to do with us, bro.
Guess what he was doing after the game? He had a cigar in his mouth.
Yeah, he did, because he was happy.
Yeah.
He was happy.
Yeah. The whole team. Cigar. Smoke them if you got them. Yes, sir. See? He even knows. He knows. He's trying to tell you to stop talking that nonsense.
Yeah. He is talking junk. And he's doing it now.
He's hearing this blasphemy that's coming out of your mouth, and he's just tired of it. That means it's time to wrap up. But no, man, we'll get out of here, man, because we go all night, man. But look,
yes, sir.
We'll say our goodbyes, man, before we get out of here, bro.
Yes, sir, man. First and foremost, give thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, man, and just keep striving and surviving out here, y'all. You know, and at the end of the day, there's only one man that got your destination, got your journey, knows your journey, and all that. So just believe. That's it. Yeah, amen. Man. And go Vols at the end of the day.
Absolutely, man. Look, we appreciate everybody jumping in. As always, like I said before, appreciate the love. Continue to rock with us. Continue to, follow us. We got our YouTube channel, the No Sports Talk Show, Facebook page, the same. Make sure you subscribe to both so you can get alerted when we're going live and when we post anything. And want to leave y'all with this. So this is a post for today. It says, remind yourself that this is a journey. There may be detours, but that's okay as long as you eventually reach your destination. So, just know that, life has its ups and downs, its twists and turns, and highs and its lows. But, continue to trust God, focus on Him, and help Him, allow Him to get you to your final destination, because where you are is not where you're ultimately going to be. So we'll end the show with that, man. Look, peace. Be blessings, much blessings. I hope y'all have a great weekend, man. As always, man, I'll see y'all in Tuscaloosa, man. Roll Tide. We out.
Go Vols. Yes, sir.